Alright, in this video I'm going to be replying to two comments I got on two different videos, and one of them has to be about the jobs I do. Now first off, I would like you, the person I am replying to make a video response about what kind of town you live in, because that's going to help me help you find a job. So go ahead, go off and do that. I'm going to finish making this video. And further off, I can't really help you too much if I don't know what kind of town you live in. I don't want address or whatever. I just need to know what's your town like. Do you have young people? Do you have old people in there? Is it overcrowded? Are the yards big? Are the yards small? Stuff like that. Is it rocky? Things around there. And what kind of stores do you have around? Do you have a flea market? Do you have stuff like that? So I'm done talking about that. That is what I need to help you out. Again, I don't need an address or anything. I just need you to, tell me what kind of town you live in or city. But anyways, off of that, the jobs I do, I walk dogs, I make swords, and trying to think of what else I do. I cut grass. I think that, and I do pest control. Pest control, I charge $5 on whatever I shoot. So say if I shoot this amount of crows, every crow is going to be worth $5, and that is what I'm going to make those people pay. And not forcefully. If they don't think it's a reasonable price, I'm not going to make them pay that. Of course, I'm not forceful. Cutting grass wise, I simply charge on the amount of grass I've cut, how big the yard is, how hard it was to cut the yard, and detail work. Which detail work, I mean if you go ahead and trim the bushes and you trim the side of the sidewalk, which I mean, if you get, I think some of you guys know what I mean when I say trim the sidewalk. I don't mean take a sledgehammer and trim off some of the concrete, trim off the grass on the side of the sidewalk. If you brush off the grass on the sidewalk, yeah. When you are cutting grass, you are their employee. They are your boss. If they tell you to trim the bushes and to trim the trees, if they tell you to trim the sidewalk, if they tell you to pull weeds in their garden, you are going to do it. You can charge more, but you never say no. Because if you say no, that is simply going to get you out of work. And it's going to make them see how much you don't want to work. So, always do the work they give you. That's a secret. Take pride in what you do. Don't think of it as work. Think of it as play. Sword making. I'm not even going to mention sword making because that is a little bit more complicated. But I will mention walking dogs. If you're going to go with the whole walking dog thing, you have to get over your fear of knocking on people's doors. If you know somebody has a dog, knock on their door and say, "Hey, I happen to be a dog walker. I would like to know if I could walk your dog. I charge $2 a walk." You have to be able to say that without without knocking and then run off the stairs. No, it doesn't work that way. Then they're going to call the cops on you for prank knocking. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, that's what I have for you on that. If that was not helpful, I need you to make that video response so I can tell you how to get a job, or at least help you to get a job. And this goes for anybody in the comments. If you want a job and you're not sure what job would be good for you in the town that you live in, let me know. I'm pretty good at finding jobs because I'm all over the place. I'm back here in the country. I'm up in the city all the time, and then I'm in the city where there's no room for anything, and then you get in that country / city place. So I know basically, and I've been in those trailer parks too. I've been there a couple times, just because one of my friends over there, and he wanted to find a job, and I helped him find a job. So I've been about everywhere that jobs can show up. But anyways, moving on to that comment that was sent to me so nicely. I have no idea about the speed loader. I'm assuming yes, I've seen people with speed loaders. I know nothing about the Dan and Weston. I'm sorry, I've shot it before, but I haven't shot it before. It's like I shot it, but I didn't really take too much of a notice on it. So if you're asking questions about the Dan and Westing, I have no idea. I do think Black Ops makes spare bullets for them. If you can't find spare bullets, look on eBay. They'll have them. And it does fire differently without BBs inside. It's a little bit more of a low-pitched punt noise, if you know what I mean. Instead of that high-pitched BB squeak that when it fires. I'm trying to make sense here, but I'm not. And it does not waste CO2. It's very good for your money if you get that Black Ops revolver. It saves that CO2 to the point that the BBs will just not even come out of the bullet anymore. It's not just gonna, like in semi-automatic blowback weapons, you'll hear it fire and then it'll let out the last bit of gas because it can't blow back that slide. In the revolver, it's much more better for your CO2 because the only thing it does is shooting out the BB. It doesn't have to blow back, it doesn't have to move the hammer back, so it's very good for your money for CO2. Glad I could try to help you out, and that's all I have here. It's basically a video response to 2 comments, but this is also asking you as my viewers, if you would like help finding a job, then please don't hesitate to ask me. And thanks to YouTube, video responses are going to be eliminated, so I'm going to have to keep posting them on my main channel. So until then, I'll see you in the next video.